Good morning, juniors, and today we are going to continue for the third day talking about cell metabolism with this special process called anaerobic respiration. So our objectives for today: defining and describing aerobic and anaerobic respiration in cells. Let's do a really quick review what we learned yesterday. So we know now that cellular respiration converts sugar or glucose into ATP, so cells have energy, the energy they need to survive and function. This process occurs in the mitochondria. All types of cells have mitochondria, plant and animal, because both plants and animals need energy. The equation for cellular respiration is right here in pink. Oxygen plus glucose combine to form carbon dioxide, water, and ATP, our energy molecule for cells. Right here, oxygen, our first reactant. When something is a reactant, it means that it is required in order for a reaction to take place. But what happens if there's no oxygen? Will all cells die? Do cells need oxygen 100% of the time to survive? Nope. Cells can do this really cool process called anaerobic respiration. Remember, the red terms go on the left side of your Cornell notes, the green definitions go on the right. Anaerobic respiration is the process that converts sugar into energy when no oxygen is present. So cells aren't stuck. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to copy this down. If you need more time, pause the video. Okay, I'm going to move on. So, like I just said, anaerobic respiration can take place without oxygen. That means oxygen is not a reactant. Some examples of when cells are starved for oxygen, when they don't have enough oxygen to do the regular type of respiration we learned about yesterday. Sprinters and other extreme athletes that work really, really hard or go really, really fast, sometimes their bodies cannot bring oxygen in fast enough to provide oxygen for cells. Therefore, their cells temporarily use anaerobic respiration. Also, this is yogurt. In yogurt, bacteria use anaerobic respiration to make their energy. And then that kind of tart taste that you get in yogurt is from the product of anaerobic respiration, lactic acid, that we're about to talk about a little more. So, right now, I need you to get down this T chart on the right side of your science notebook. Please draw a T like I have written here. And on the left side, put a plus sign for positives. On the right side, put a negative for the negatives. This is going on the right side of your science notebook. I'm going to move on, but pause the video if you need more time. The positives about anaerobic respiration are that cells can still make energy and stay alive. So even though there's no oxygen, cells are able to survive and function because they can still make ATP. ATP is still formed. It is still a product of this new type of respiration, of anaerobic respiration. Some negatives about anaerobic respiration. It turns out that way less energy or way less ATP is made from the same amount of food. So if I eat a cheeseburger, but my cells have to do anaerobic respiration because I'm working out super hard and I'm sprinting around, they're going to get so much less ATP from that cheeseburger than they would if I was just doing my normal day-to-day stuff. A second negative is that there can be sometimes harmful products of anaerobic respiration, such as lactic acid or alcohol. Lactic acid is what we talked about with yogurt. I'm going to give you as much time as you need to copy this down into your science notebooks if you pause the video, but I'm going to move on. So, I want you to get this down in your notebooks too. Remember, red on the left, green on the right. There are two types of cellular respiration, and they both form energy. Energy is the goal of cellular respiration. That's why respiration occurs, because all cells need energy. The first type we learned about on Tuesday. Aerobic means with oxygen. Aerobic respiration occurs when oxygen is a reactant. Anaerobic respiration occurs without oxygen. That prefix "an," that means without. So anaerobic respiration occurs when there's no oxygen available. But why? I'm going to ask you this again because this is such an important point. I cannot talk about this enough. Cells always need energy. They need energy no matter what is going on. Without energy, cells die. Anaerobic respiration is a temporary solution to the problem of not having enough oxygen. So even though it doesn't make enough ATP to survive on forever, anaerobic respiration is a solution for cells to stay alive in a no oxygen environment. So every time you're thinking about respiration, you can ask yourself this check question: is oxygen present? If the answer is yes, then cells are doing aerobic respiration because that's more efficient and better for them. If the answer is no, then they're doing anaerobic respiration. There's no oxygen available, they're making less ATP, but they still have energy. They can still survive. Make sure you're going back through the video and stopping and pausing whenever you need to so you get all of these notes down in your Cornell notes.